Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome back to another video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, today we will be focusing on Falcon, and firstly in the video, what we will be doing is having a look at his campaign and the actual drop rate for it. Something I've seen a lot of complaints for. What I wanted to do before I actually gave my opinion on it was actually save up orbs for the entire campaign and then open them. Now there will be an element of RNG, but this should still give us a rough idea how we're actually doing in regards to the orbs we get for the campaign, because it does look like as times went on it's been pulled down more and more. But that's something we'll be testing because we have 33 of his orbs to open. Once we've actually done that, we'll actually do some Tier 8 Blitz gameplay with Falcon as well, because I'm still seeing the odd message from people saying that he's trash tier, and it's simply not the case at all. So I want to show him off, and hopefully he'll be at 5-star when we do that. But we're going to jump in first, and I'll show you where my Falcon's sitting at the moment, and then we'll get these orbs opened. So at the moment, Falcon's sitting at 4-star for me, and the reason being that I haven't opened any of the campaign orbs, but I did buy 2 of the packs, and one of the packs I was lucky enough to get 60 shards. So he's sitting at 4-star and 11 shards. What we'll do, we'll go in, we'll open the 33 orbs. Once we've done that, we'll actually break down how many power cores we've spent and what level you would have them at if you actually didn't buy any of the packs, so we can figure out if the campaigns are still worthwhile or if they need a buff. I've got a feeling it's going to be that they have to buff them back up again, but let's go in and open the orbs and we'll find out. So you can see then a whopping 67,000 of his shards. That's over 12 days I've managed to get them. There is just 2 days left. On the left and the right pillar, you get a chance of between 1 to 2 shards. It's a 70% chance you're going to get 1, which isn't very satisfying. 30% you get 2. If we actually go in and check this again, now when it comes to the middle one where Falcon can drop, I believe previously when it was Minerva there was something like a 25% chance that she would be the common drop. If we scroll all the way down past the majority of trash heroes, with the exception of maybe Minerva and Vision there, then you can see you've only got a 14.65% to actually get 8 of the shards if it's a common drop. Same applies for the next common drop. Once you get to uncommon, where there's a 6% chance, you'll then be getting Falcon only, and that's 14 shards you'll get. And then from here, you can see you've actually got the rare drops as well. So really it's the 14% chance if you get the common shards, otherwise you've got that 6% chance on the initial roll to get Falcon on his own, which isn't great. But let's get opening them up now. See if we do decent here. So there's 3 of them and 5 of Korath. And then we've got 8 Korath and 3 of Falcon. This is a blue, so it has to be Falcon, so that was 10 there. If you see a green, the chances are it's going to be another character, and there's so many in the pool, there's really far too many. Scientist Supreme, don't like that at all. War Machine this time, that's a nice one I suppose. Characters that I need from this will be War Machine and also Minerva as well. Most of the other characters I've got them all at 7-star. There's Merc Lieutenant there. Blue one, so it says, oh actually, I thought blue would always be Falcon. Blue, Ravager Stitcher, one of the worst characters in the game. Then we've got green again, Nebula. Blue this time, Nebula. Wonder if we'll even see a purple and opening so many of them. Blue, Scientist Supreme. Purple, this is Falcon, so that is 19 shards for him. But the chance of getting that, let's see what was the chance again on that. So the chance of getting that, that's a rare drop, is 1.5%, and you're only getting 19 shards. It's really not great. There we go, Scientist Supreme again. I wonder if I'm not even going to get him to 5-star. That'll be horrible if that's the case, because I only needed round about 120 of the shards. And you're getting a minimum of 2 for everyone, so from the side it means a minimum of 66. 5 Minerva there anyway. So we're just about past the halfway mark. There we go. This is really unsatisfying, to be honest. This is something I'm going to talk about more when we get to the end. Even if I get a few purples, I'm just going to talk about how the campaigns are set up now. There we go. As soon as I say that, of course we get a purple, but it's not taken away from the fact that if you weren't saving up these pulls and you're only doing 1 or 2 pulls per day, the majority of them, the odds are not in your favour for it to be Falcon. It's just not a great way to run a campaign and generate hype behind a new hero, I believe. We'll keep going anyway. We've got, what's that, 7 we've got left. Wonder if we're on track. We need, what was it, 119 I believe we need to get him to 5-star. And you get 2 of them, that's just absolutely horrible. There we go. Well, I got a blue this time with Falcon in the middle, so that was 10. 1 more to go. There's Minerva again. Final one. The Oracle. So let's actually just check all these now. So we got 140, so we've got them to 5-star at least. That was 140, and it was 33 we had the open. 21 Scientist Supreme. Characters in need, you've got 13 War Machine, 10 Minerva, 24 of the Oracle. A whole lot of trash there. So I'm actually going to go and break this down and add it up, and then once we've done that, we'll do some T8 Blitz gameplay with them as well. But let's break all this down. So this is the complete breakdown here. Now I'm not going to run through all these characters, but I broke them into 2 categories. You've essentially got unfarmable characters, which is your ones that are useful for the majority of players, especially players that have been around for quite some time. And then you've got your farmable character shards. Now if we look at this, we can see we managed to get 163 unfarmable shards. So that would be for Falcon, War Machine and also Minerva. And then for the unfarmable characters we had 160, so it was almost a 50-50 split there, meaning that 50% of the shards for me, these are characters I've all got at 7-star, so they actually just went towards Ultimus shards, and those Ultimus shards actually resulted in me getting 15 Gamora, who I already have. So I traded all those shards for 250 of the Ultimus shards, which is an 1/8 of one of his orbs. Not very satisfying there, but that's the breakdown. So what I'm going to do now is actually show off the amount of cores that I spend and get an average of how much we got per orb as well. So let's check that out. Now, just before we do actually break down what I got here, I'll just mention the fact that I am aware that this is a small sample size, with it just being my own experience. So in the comments below, please do let me know how you got on with this campaign. But if you look at what I got here, I'd say it's ultimately not very satisfying. So on average, I actually got 4.2 Falcon shards per orb. Now the minimum you can get is actually 2, so to get 4.2 really does seem pretty low there. In total, as we know, it was 140 Falcon shards, so that equates to, if I didn't buy any of the packs, getting onto 3-star, and I would still be 40 shards short of 4-star, and I would be 170 short of 5-star and being able to use them potentially for a legendary event. Now, the number of cores that I would have spent, it was 2,600 cores, which would work out at roughly about £35. Yes, we do get these free, but if we weren't using these cores for the campaign, we could be using them in other ways within the game. If we break all this down, then I would say in its current format, the way the campaigns are tuned, they're just not satisfying at all for new hero releases. Now, I know way back when we had our first campaign, I think it was the Deadpool campaign, you could farm them up to 6 yellow star. That was simply too much, because I appreciate Fox sticks to the business, they need to make money, but 6 star was too much to get for free. 3-star is too little. We need to find a happy medium here. Now, the other issue, apart from the fact that it makes the campaign not as satisfying, is for long-term players, with there being a ton of other random characters thrown in. I believe it was a War Machine event where they actually started doing that, but with those random characters being thrown in, it means that your odds on average were dropping from around about 8 shards per orb down to 4 that I got. But you've also got the fact that for older players, they're going to be getting a lot of Ultimus shards, and again, for older players, the majority of Ultimus shards just convert back to a small amount of Ultimus shards as well on top of that. So you've got that aspect there. Yellow stars as well, with the introduction of red stars, they're not as important as used to be. Yes, they are important, but your true power levels are locked behind red stars. They're the end game farming, so I feel that yellow stars should be more accessible. And then you've got the fact as well, if you can only get a new character to potentially 3-star from doing the campaign by using your 50 power cores 4 times per day, you can't use them in the Red Star Blitz when that comes round, which is another disappointing aspect. So how do we actually tune the campaigns now so they can be more satisfying for players, so you can feel excited when a new character and their campaign comes out? It's pretty simple. Players should be getting higher than 3-star. They shouldn't be getting what they used to get with Deadpool, 6-star. A happy medium for me would be around about 4.5 stars now. The way you could actually get players to get that is you could remove some of these trash heroes, the likes of Scientist Supreme. Foxnix will know that nobody actually wants Scientist Supreme shards, so you could remove characters like that so that you're getting characters that are more useful. Or what you could actually just do is increase the drop rate on the main character in the central column. It was 14% for Falcon, used to be, I believe it was 24 or 25% for Minerva, so you could bump that back up again. That would allow players to get to around about 4.5 stars. Now the reason I think that's important is it's not too much that's been given away, but it's given away just enough that it will actually incentivise players to potentially burn a few more cores, or maybe buy a pack just so they can get a hero to 5-star in case they're required as an actual legendary requirement character. So this is something that the players would benefit from this, but Foxnix will potentially benefit as well from impulse buys from players trying to hit that 5-star rating there. So do let me know anyway how you actually got on with the orbs you got from the Falcon campaign, if I had terrible luck or if my experience is very similar to yours, and let me know in the comments below ways that you feel that this could actually be improved as well. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.